So today, actually, we're not in the booth. It's a little different. We're across the way at Soundbyte on another casting couch. Oh, but we got Yeti with us today, man.
Yeah. I'm feeling good, you know. It's early morning. Not early morning, but it's morning, and
I mean, it's about 1:30.
It's when I thrive. Oh, it's afternoon.
Yeah. But it's all good. No problem.
Damn, been here for so long. That's crazy.
I get it, bro. It feels like it's earlier.
Yeah. Well, it's not late afternoon, so.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Where are you from for the people who don't know, Yeti?
I'm from, grew up in Fair Oaks.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? From, born in Roseville.
Oh.
But grew up
nice over there.
Grew up in Fair Oaks. Yeah.
I like Roseville.
It was just the hospital that I was born at was in Roseville.
Okay.
But
So
I grew up in.
After you were born?
Well, when I was born, we lived in Orangeville, and then we moved to Fair Oaks when I was a wee babe.
Wee baby.
Yeah, and then moved around Carmichael, Citrus Heights, Rancho.
In the north forever.
I guess is that the north?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I'm real bad with geography, maps, all that shit.
Look, you're out the way. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Sacramento, born and raised.
Love it. Love the city. So how was life growing up for you?
Pretty good. I feel like I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I mean, can you ask a more specific question?
Like, what did you do? How, mom, dad?
Oh, yeah,
Everything regular?
Yeah, everything was pretty regular. I feel like, grew up in a little fucking suburban neighborhood. No, nothing really that eventful. Yeah, I feel like I had a pretty quiet childhood.
Mom and dad together?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
All right, so you had a two-parent household.
Two-parent household, real stable, real regular.
Mom and dad working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom actually had a business for a time.
Oh, what was she doing?
She had it was called Craftology, and it was like a combination, craft store and teaching space and studio space. So you could rent out, if you couldn't do it at home, you could rent out the space and have big tables and sewing machines to work at and shit. And that was in Old Fair Oaks.
That's tight.
Yeah.
So you've always been around some entrepreneurship in your life.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, it didn't really work out. You know what I mean? And it was just for a couple years. But
she picked up or what?
I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it a hobby. She's been sewing and doing all that shit since she was 19, 18.
Oh, yeah, she's been in it for a minute.
Yeah, so she definitely knows her shit.
So what kind of music do you listen to growing up?
Growing up, I'm basically just listening to whatever my dad played, which was a lot of soul, a lot of Beatles and British sort of classic rock.
Where's your OG from? Where's your dad from?
He's from Auburn.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just had a wide variety ear for music, huh?
Yeah. Well, he said when he went to college, because he graduated from UC Berkeley, class of '69. Yeah. and so that was where he got exposed to that shit. And he was a draft dodger, a dirty draft dodger. So when they technically dodging the draft is a felony. And
you probably just told on your dad right now.
And so they made them do community service instead. And so a lot of people ended up working in neighborhood homes, just doing social work type of stuff. So he was in San Francisco on the Mission Hill neighborhood house, something like that. So yeah,
paying back his dues.
Yeah, so to speak. So he listened to a lot of soul music.
What did you think of the music he was listening to while he was growing up?
I mean, I liked it. I really didn't, know anything else. The only thing I didn't like was he likes Van Morrison a lot. I don't know if you know about Van Morrison.
Nah.
They call him the Belfast Cowboy. He was an R&B singer, but he's Irish.
Whoa, shit.
Yeah, so he was.
I can only imagine how that sounds.
I mean, he's pretty cool. You know what I mean? He really goes for it. He's got a lot of really lets go in his performances. You know what I mean? Really lets it out. But he listened to a lot of that, and for some reason, I don't know. Maybe something happened where I got really car sick one time, and he always plays it in the car. So every time I heard it after that, it mate me nauseous.
Oh, damn.
Just listening to it. So I didn't like that. But I definitely gained a better appreciation for it.
That's tight.
As I grew older.
So when did you start making music?
So I started making music in like 2017, I think, because I graduated 2016, so it would have been like a year after that. Because like I was listening to a lot of hip hop, like real heavy, especially a lot of like boom bap, a lot of like 90s shit, especially East Coast, and so I was super interested in like lyricism and like writing raps and shit, and I wanted to do it, and I was kind of write my little raps or whatever, and then eventually I was like, damn, like I need some type of music to go with this, and like I wanted to make my own beats, you know what I mean? So that's how I got like into making music and like producing music was so that I could have something to back up
the beats,
the raps that I was writing.
Get it. Okay.
Because in high school I was in these shows, these plays where we would.
You were Peter Pan. Oh,
we would make all the music, like we would sing all the music for the show. So there was a lot of like group singing, and like we would like build it in layers and like come up with our own layers and shit, and like
that's tight.
Yeah, that's when I got like I feel like a lot of my like musical sensibilities like come from that, and like I learned the creative process like through that, and then I tried to carry that over and like use like a shitty looping software on my computer to like make my little things at home. So at first, that's what I was rapping on. I was making these little boom, 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 singing little layers and stuff on my computer and rapping on top of that. And then I got a cracked version of Fruity Loops, and it was all over, all over since then. Yeah.
That's crazy. Shout out your plug, huh?
Yeah, no cap. Yeah.
So, has Yeti always been your rap name or what?
Oh wow, that's a funny story actually. But I couldn't really think of a rap name. I felt like I wanted to have a rap name. I don't know if I needed one. In high tie. I don't know where everybody stands on that.
You rap.
Yeah. So.
Go by your government name.
So I couldn't figure out what to call myself, and there was a friend who had like. My name, when they typed it, got autocorrected to Yam one time. And so from then on, they just started calling me Yam. And so at first, I thought the Yam would be super cool.
Right, Yam.
Yeah, and then that was back when I was still rapping on top of my vocal loops,
Rock band type of shit.
And then at some point, I thought, well, I'm really tall. That's basically my main like defining feature when people first see me. So I should do something off that. So I thought, I'm tall and I'm white. I'll just say Yeti,
Yeti?
But at first it was Young Yeti.
Oh, I mean, everybody's a Yeti.
Everybody was young, Lil, something.
You know what I'm saying?
But I couldn't do Lil Yeti. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I was Young Yeti.
I mean, there's probably little Yetis, though, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
It's not all just grown-ups.
No, yeah, true. They got to come from somewhere.
That's all I'm saying. So you just stuck with Yeti?
So, yeah, and then at some point I decided to drop the Young because it's kind of like childish, I guess.
Baby Yeti.
Yeah.
I get it. That's tight, though.
Sometimes Vontae calls me Yeti Young. As a joke.
I hear a lot of people call you Yeti Fetty.
Yeti Fetty, yeah. I mean, mostly you. But
I mean, it's been...
Yetster. I've gotten there's been a lot of variations on it since I started coming here.
Big Yeti.
Fetster.
Yetster, Fetster.
Yeah.
So can you play any live instruments? I know you get down on the keyboard and all that extra nice ass shit to make beats, but...
Yeah, I use the keyboard. I wouldn't say that I am like able to play like a piano per se, but I used to play cello back in the day because when I was in like elementary school...
You know a couple cholos. Oh, you said cello, my bad.
Back in the day, in elementary school, we had like, it was like, once you started 4th grade, everyone had to pick a stringed instrument.
Right.
And we all, did that. And then at some point, they separated. Some kids went to go do wind instruments, and some kids, only a few of us stayed with the stringed instruments. And I had to carry my cello up the hill, this big ass hill every day after school.
Real mission.
Yeah, but yeah. So I bet if I got a cello, I could figure out how to play it again. Yeah.
I mean, how long ago was that though?
It was a pretty long time ago. I feel like I stopped because I kept doing it for a little bit. I probably stopped in like the end of 6th grade, so a while ago, a few years.
All right.
It's been a few years.
I mean,
Yeah, a little lot of practice. Just
practice makes perfect. That's all.
Yeah.
So being in Sacramento, like your whole life and shit, how you feel about the Sacramento music scene then and now?
Well, I wasn't really tapped in with any type of Sacramento music scene until I came here, really.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because, I was I'm part of Sack Bass. We were doing our shit, but we were mostly just making music. We didn't really start performing that heavily until really like the summer series of shows that was here.
Cracking.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. It's cool to see that that type of shit brought you guys out and made you perform a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely figured out.
Cause y'all gang deep. How many is it, y'all?
5.
All right, posse.
Yeah, it's me, Wabi, Mizzy Mace,
okay,
Level, and Vontae.
Oh.
Vontae boy.
Gang deep.
Yeah.
And all y'all rap.
Yeah, we all rap.
Okay.
We all rap. And I make the
beats. You the
beats.
one who makes beats or what?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it started. Was back when I first started making beats on Fruity Loops, and I had just moved to this mobile home, and I was like, I gotta like get some real recording equipment. Like I gotta get a mic and shit. So I got my mic, and then I was like, trying to make these songs. Like the beats aren't really working. I feel like the songs are trash. And I'm like, I can't make music in a vacuum anymore. Right. So I reach out to my high school friend Wabi. I'm like, hey, I know you rap. You want to come and make some music? So he comes over, you know what I'm saying, and we make a song, 2 songs.
Okay. And
then he brings over another friend, who brings over another friend, and eventually Sack Bass, in its what's it called? In its like first stages.
Right.
It's sort of born.
The name?
Originally, it was a Sacramento-based group. We were going to be a Sacramento-based group.
That's too long, though.
SBG. We were going to do that.
Okay. Sack Bass sounds a little better, though.
But Sack Bass, yeah, is what it came out. Sometimes I wonder if people will think that it's supposed to be like Sack-based. Like some sort of based like reference. But it's not that.
For some odd reason, I just thought you guys were like in a basement or something. You know what I'm saying? In Sacramento.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to interpret it like that, I'm not going to stop you.
That's why I had to ask.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. But now I know.
Yeah, Sacramento-based group. That was the initial inspiration for that.
But why bass, though?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. You said what?
You guys all play the bass or what?
No. I don't think any of us. Man, it's gonna be a while before we play live instruments. All of us want to play live instruments. Like everyone's always like, "Oh man, we should all learn live instruments and become like an indie band or some shit."
Tight.
Yeah.
You said you were making music since 2016?
17.
2017. Okay.
I probably wrote my first rap in 2015 though.
Who inspires you the most to make music?
Gosh, it changes. Sometimes it's like I mean, at first it was like DJ Premier. I like loved his beats, and that's what made me like interested in like how sampling works. And I started thinking about made my brain sort of start turning on like how that's made and like the different elements of that. So like beat wise, like musically, I would say like DJ Premier and like Alchemist, all those old like boom bap producers on the East Coast.
Real throwback shit.
And then just like everyone that was rapping on those beats, and like people like Master Ace and Wu-Tang and fucking
real East Coast staple.
Yeah, I was real heavy into that shit.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's crazy being over here and like tuned in with the East Coast shit.
It's funny because this was basically me on Pandora, basically expanding my sort of music tastes. So I wasn't really like in any type of community or talking to anybody who really listened to hip hop like that.
Oh shit!
So it was like
first one out of your home team.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, so it's like I developed this taste for like East Coast shit, and I never really developed the taste for like G-Funk. Like I really don't hate me. I don't really like G-Funk that much. It wasn't something that I ever really listened to that much. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got their own taste.
I've learned to appreciate it now. But it was
good.
never really my favorite.
At least you appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's tight. Mm-hmm. So why do you think music is so important to the people in the culture?
Man, I mean, it just itches something, in our brains. I feel like that like we need to have like itched. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Art has always been necessary for us to survive and to thrive. You know what I mean? And music is definitely a big part of that.
I think that is definitely a thing for real. I feel like music really helps people in a lot of different ways. Some more than others, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody hear a certain song and it really just touches them to do some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, touching do some good shit, like type of shit like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a very big variable in music on how people take that shit in though.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's like, as a creator, you have to think about you have a certain responsibility, like, or it's like, I don't know if you necessarily have responsibility, but you have to be aware that your music's gonna affect people. You know what I mean? And like, you can affect for good or for bad. You know.
It's really not the job of the artist. More so, it's more of the job of the listener, not to take that shit in and do what he's saying. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I agree with you to a certain extent, but I think you have to acknowledge that your music is gonna have an influence.
Words are power for sure.
Like,
for sure.
and especially if it's like subconscious, you know, like if you're not really listening to the song like that, but you're still taking it in, you know what I mean?
Facts.
If you don't have that level of awareness while you're consuming it, then definitely it's just like you're just gonna take in and, you know, internalize whatever you hear basically on a regular basis.
So have you done any shows lately? You and Soundbyte?
Yeah, we had a show for Avante's birthday party.
Oh, cracking?
It was cracking. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Fucking, I'm a loser. Got up on the roof, started talking his shit. Yo, the gang's like trying to get him to do more songs. He's like, I don't think they want me on this roof no more.
Yeah, get him off the roof.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
That's dope.
Yeah.
If you could open up a show for any artist, who would you pick?
Man, that's tough. I'll open for anyone who wants me to open. If I could choose anybody to open for, man, that's tough. You know, because I'm at the stage where I don't really know what my target audience is, music-wise. So I don't know who I should open for. You know, whose audience do I need to steal?
That's a solid question, bro.
I would love to open for Earth Gang. That would be pretty fucking sick.
Okay.
Get a basically free performance, and get to see that. Whole lot of energy, you know what I'm saying? Whole lot of.
What's the one guy's name? The Blue Bloods Clan or some shit like that? You ever heard of him?
No.
Oh, I feel like that's probably your vibe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look them up when you get a chance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might be your audience. Who knows? But if you could ask for anything, like while you're performing in the green room, food-wise, what would you pick?
Peanut butter pretzels.
I'm not mad at that.
Gotta have some of those, you know what I mean?
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Anything else? Just peanut butter pretzels?
Ooh, that's a good
I feel
question.
like you're probably going to be there for a while, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to think on this for a second.
You just going to slam all the peanut butter pretzels?
Man, I wouldn't want to eat something too heavy before a performance,
But
you know what I mean?
after, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, after the performance is done, you're just kicking in the green room now.
Man, maybe some like Thai food.
You going to make them blow a bag or what?
Some drunken noodle.
Okay.
That'd be sick. No, I don't eat nothing fancy. I'm not trying to.
No filet mignons and shit like that.
Yeah.
I get it, bro. Just some regular top ramen.
Well, I don't know about top ramen.
Okay.
Some type of restaurant food.
All right.
But yeah, some
have to
fucking.
get Pizza Hut or some shit like that.
I
Not
feel like,
blow their pockets out, but you know,
no, I mean
everybody gotta eat.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm really not difficult like that. I really am not picky on a lot of things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, lucky for them, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, I guess I should do something like that because I know the purpose of those little like when people put little stuff like that in the contract is to make sure that the venue is actually reading the contract, reading the whole contract.
That's why, it'd be so funny. Like, I'll be watching YouTube videos and shit, and people be talking about like what people be having on their list. In the green, like motherfuckers want new Air Forces, like all type of weird. I'm like, bro, what? A dog in the green room? Like, get the fuck out of here, G.
Crazy, yeah.
Why you're not gonna perform today?
Wow, I heard a story of someone who like asked for like a certain color of Skittles or something.
Bro, only red Skittles.
Only red Skittles.
Yes,
yeah.
I seen that shit too. I'm like, oh my god. And there was another dude who wanted just green M&Ms. I'm like, all right, bud. Well.
Yeah, it could get real crazy.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's a weird food combination you like?
A weird food combination, man. I don't know how weird it is, but I'm definitely one of those people that likes to dip their fries into the Frosty.
Oh, I'm not mad at that either, bro.
That's
Vanilla or chocolate, though?
Chocolate, for sure.
All right, that's debatable.
Oh, really? All of a sudden, it's chocolate Frosty and it's not cool anymore?
I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
Vanilla just goes with the fry. Chocolate.
I feel like, all right.
Chocolate's just, you gotta eat it by itself. I'm not mad at chocolate Frosty. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Dip my fry in there?
Yeah.
Maybe
you should try it.
All right. I'll go out of the box and try it.
Yeah.
That's asking for a little too much, but it's all good.
Yeah.
So how would you best describe the music you make?
Dude, that is such a... I don't even know. Someone needs to help me figure that shit out.
My God.
Wabi said that he's been telling people that we make alternative hip-hop.
What is that?
So, I mean, like, basically what it boils down to is... Sack Base is 5 people, right?
Yeah.
And everybody has different tastes in the beats that they like to rap on. So some people really like that West Coast shit. Some people really like Playboi Carti type beats. And that, like, 808, like, sort of, like... spacey, vibey, like trap shit, and then some people like boom bap. Did I say boom bap already?
No.
Yeah, some people like boom bap. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I'm over here trying to make beats that please everybody, and are also interesting enough that I feel like, you know, that they kind of, you know, tickle me in that way. So.
Damn, your team is just asking so much of you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But you know, we were all learning. You know, we're all figuring everything out.
Pure love.
Yeah. So I feel like it's definitely God.
You just gonna stick with the alternative rap?
I guess that's the best. I mean, why do I have to put myself in a box?
Okay, say that, bro.
You know,
that.
I would say to answer that question really, I would say it's like if it's definitely like boom trap, if you want to use that as like a real term.
All right.
It's where it's like sampled. There's a lot of sample bass, sort of like 75 to 95 BPM type stuff, but with 808s in it.
Hidden still.
Yeah, or sometimes, you know, there's kind of like, sort of like a bay, like rhythm in there, sort of flow. But it's just bangers, you know. It's all hard shit, yeah.
All right. I'm not mad at that, bro. It sounds... I fuck with the sack bass sound.
Yeah, thank you.
Y'all go crazy, bro. Honestly. And y'all definitely know how to put out a performance.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I mean, that's from all the shows we've been doing here, you know.
It's home team.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
Hell
You're comfortable at home.
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta step out the. How was the backyard party though? Were you guys comfortable there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
that's gang, so I can only figure that's damn near home team too.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. Yeah. It was all vibes. You know, there was food, lots of drink. Lots of weed going around, you know what I mean? Everyone was fucking faded as fuck.
I don't indulge in none of that stuff.
Of course, a man of God.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm just doing sober October.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that type of shit.
For sure.
Shout out, bro, up top. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say I'm a man of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me neither.
I've sinned a couple times. That's all.
Yeah, just a couple.
I've asked forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your creative process like?
Like for making beats?
Well, all together, really.
It's like I just mess around until I find something that I feel like I can build a whole beat on or a whole verse on, and I just kind of run with it.
Okay.
And I try not to. So I start, you know, whatever the seed of the idea is, if it's like a melody I got in my head or a rhythm I want to do, or if I'm writing, it's usually like I'll think of the first bar. And then I'll just kind of try and keep building off that and just kind of run with that. And, yeah, make something that, like, just kind of, like, you know, poke and prod at it until, like, it kind of takes shape. Almost on its own, you know?
Okay. How do you feel like when people smoke weed or drink or anything, how do you feel like that it affects the creative process?
Well, I mean, it depends on the person. You know, sometimes I've definitely seen people who really start overthinking when they smoke. And I feel like that can really fuck up your creative process. Like I've seen people, you know, it's like they have like their whole verse and then they get a little too high and then they start overthinking their bars and their delivery and then they never get anything done because they're trying to make it perfect and they feel like they can't get to where they can get, you know what I mean? To where they want to be.
Right. And
then I feel like when people drink, they have the opposite problem to where they think their shit is they think their shit is hot when maybe they should take a second look, you know.
I've been in a couple of those sessions before.
Yeah, and on a more practical note, I mean, when you drink, you start slurring.
Yeah, most definitely.
And like, usually that's not good, you know, because if people can't understand what you're saying, then
not gonna listen.
And what's the point? You know what I mean?
Probably not gonna listen to anything.
I mean, to a certain extent, like.
Well.
I mean, like sometimes music is just music, you know.
You ever heard Panda?
Oh yeah, too.
Yeah, Designer.
I mean, to be honest, when I listen to music, like 80% of the time, I'm not listening to lyrics.
All right, that's because you make beats and shit, though.
I mean, I guess so. I'd have to ask somebody. I have to do a poll, a survey. Find out.
I'll make a survey later.
If that's a thing, if that's a beat maker thing.
Okay, if you could collab with anybody in the city, who would you pick?
Ooh, in the city?
Yep.
That's a good question.
I know you said you just tapped into the Sacramento music scene and shit, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you tapped in enough to know somebody you want to do a feature with. Golly.
That's a good question.
You really gotta think about
I'm
this
sorry,
one.
I don't have anything off the rip, you know. I definitely, I wanna collab with everybody. I feel like my style is pretty, like I can pretty much rap on anything.
Versatile.
Yeah, pretty versatile. I'm sure a lot of people say that, and it's really just that they don't have a style.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like mine's still in formation, but I feel like I could pretty much rip up any beat. So it's like, I want to collab with a bunch of different. Like I really enjoy collabing with people that have like really different music styles, to where I can kind of try and match their energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you feel like your ear for music has changed over the years?
Man, I feel like. I feel like ever since I went to school for the production, like the music production side of things, I've started like listening more critically to like the mix and like all the different instruments and stuff. I feel like as I've gotten older, it's basically just easier to listen to stuff I don't normally listen to, or quote unquote don't like, which really usually means I'm just unfamiliar with it. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's how everybody is.
Yeah, no cap. So I feel like I just become more open, really, just more appreciative of like a bunch of different stuff.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Especially since you like do everything around the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make the beat, rap, all that extra nice ass shit. So you kind of have to like, I mean, you don't have to, but it definitely helps to broaden your ear a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just tight. What's one message you would give to your fans?
Ooh, my fans. One message.
There's a million of them out there.
Oh, yep. They need to know.
What do they need to do?
They need to relax. First of all.
Tell them. Chill.
Gotta relax.
All right.
No, I mean, just that. If you're like me and you're overthinking everything and anxious about everything, that it's probably not gonna end up as bad as you think it will. And it's worth it to like put yourself out there and try new shit and
factual. Step outside the box.
Yeah.
Oh God, bro.
And then it's gonna be okay,
Yeah.
I feel like if I could deliver that message with my music and make people feel okay, I feel like I've accomplished something.
That's a move, bro. That's real heavy for the heart. Oh God.
Yeah.
Because people need that shit in their life.
Yeah. Okay.
Not everybody, but a lot of people be going through some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Hear a good song and it just changed their whole mood.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it was for me.
I think that shit's tight.
Yeah.
You hear just one good song, even if it doesn't change like everything. You know what I'm saying? It changes that moment in time. You just forgot about everything.
Yeah.
I think that shit's dope.
Yeah. Sometimes you can get caught in a spiral.
Yeah.
And your mood is affecting your thoughts, which is affecting your mood, which is affecting your thoughts. And if you can bring your mood up, maybe you can have a clearer, more perspective.
Facts.
Have a clearer view of things.
Factuals.
Yeah.
Oh God. So what would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career?
Man, I'd probably be working in a restaurant because that's what I was doing before.
Where?
Where did I work before?
Mm-hmm.
I worked at a little place downtown called Pushkin's restaurant. It's
what?
Pushkin's.
Pushkin's.
Yeah, it's a vegan. Well, it's gluten free mainly, and they have vegan options too.
Bruh.
But I worked the line. I was a line cook for a while.
How about gluten free and vegan?
It was a brunch place too.
I guess.
Yeah. People love that shit. You know what I mean?
That's what they're into nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody hates gluten, and everybody wants to be a vegan.
Well, a lot of people have reactions
Allergies.
to eating
I get
wheat.
it. But before they knew there was gluten in there, they were just fine.
I mean, yeah, but.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
How do you feel like the internet has impacted the music business?
Oh my God. That's actually kind of a crazy question. So in so many ways, I mean, if you want to talk about like when the internet first, like the first big thing of the internet, the first big way that the internet impacted music is like piracy and shit, like Napster. and like the ability to put out like music or like distribute it for free amongst your peers. You know what I mean?
Afro Man blew up off of Napster.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I feel like the internet has made an environment where you can have a lower production quality. You know what I mean? It can be more at home, but like people want to see something like fresh and authentic, and they want like something that has a cool concept or a cool idea. You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna give something that the fuel to fuel the fire of it like spreading. You know what I mean? So that's definitely one thing. Is that I feel like it's put like who gets big and who gets famous more so in the hands of like the people, so to speak, than the record labels. Like it's like the labels and shit don't have as much, or they didn't then have as much power to like gatekeep like the music, like the big time music industry. Of course, they've taken that back, you know, because like the market has become so saturated now that it's like, you know, it's hard to stand out. Mm-hmm. So having a big label behind you is.
Everybody wants to be the same guy.
Yeah. So having a big label behind you is like one of the only ways to like ensure that you're gonna have some type of success. Yeah. And that's like and that's like the second part of that is like.
That's even risking it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they definitely don't have the best intentions for you.
No, I mean no, but you know, from their standpoint, you know,
it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. But like, if you want to talk about like streaming and shit, like streaming has made it to where like, you know, if you hear like Drake's has these crazy stream numbers, it's made it to where like people are. How do I say this? Like streaming has impacted music in a big way because. Like, if you're a big artist and you want to make money off of streaming, like, you have to make you have to get a massive amount of streams to make any type of substantial money. Because you only get, like, fractions of a penny on every stream. So it's like, for people like us, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I'm going to go on DistroKid and upload my music, you know? I get lucky, I get 25,000 plays on a song, I get, like, $10 maybe.
Right.
So it's like, you know, and that affects music. The music that's being put out by like the major artists because, you know, they put out these big huge albums that have like tons of songs on them, so they can because like they know that when they drop it, if you're a fan, you're obliged to listen to the whole thing, so that's more streams off rip.
Facts.
For them, but it's like the quality is not necessarily there. Like they're not just picking all the bangers anymore.
There's 3 on there.
Yeah, they're not really thinking about the album as like a whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just put the 3 single bangers on top of 17 other weak ass songs.
Yeah, and I think it's also made it so that the like labels are, and I don't know if this is necessarily because of the internet, but it's definitely happened in the age of the internet where labels are less willing to take risks on someone who's different.
Yeah.
And so like everyone talks about like, oh, you know, the music is all the same, it's stagnating. Why does everything sound the same? And it's because the labels just want to make something that they know people will like.
Right.
They want to have a product that is not a risk because they're spending so much money to get the amount of exposure they need to get money back on their streams and all that stuff that you know, they're not going to do that on someone who's quirky and weird because they might not get that money back.
Right.
And that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
If you could change anything about the music business, what would you change?
Man, I mean, I know some things I don't like. I wouldn't necessarily know how to fix them. But
ooh, that's a solid one, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, if I could change anything, man.
There's gotta be one thing you could change if you were part of that shit.
Yeah. Man, that's a good ass question. It's the good ass questions that are the toughest to answer, though. I guess I would make it so that, I don't know, somehow get the labels to take more risks and not put all their, you know, rather than spending multi-millions of dollars pushing one person or however much they spend, you know, pushing one person, let them like, you know,
spread that shit out.
You spread that shit out, you know, take chances on artists in their local markets, like. You know, maybe Sony wants to come in here and throw a couple of bands at, you know, someone they think is hot who could blow up around here.
Facts.
You know, maybe they'll make merch money or something. I don't know. Something like that. I think I would make it so that you get more money from streams. Because I feel like that would counteract some of the
people will love you.
Like negative effects, yeah. But then I guess you would have to pay more to get that product.
There's always,
your Spotify monthly payment would go up.
Yeah, from what? What is it now? Like $7?
It's like I think it's 10 at least.
Ah, okay. So that's just gonna go up to 50.
I don't know. Maybe 20.
Oh, okay. Well, you ain't got no say so in that, huh?
No, none.
All right.
I'm just here for the ride.
Okay.
Yeah, straight up.
What's your favorite song you like to perform?
Man, my favorite song. I really like doing. I like doing the song we did for FF in the Booth, the sack bass one.
Mm-hmm.
With that one's really fun to perform because it's just all of us trying to do our best bars that we possibly can. We're just really riffy. I gotta close my eyes and like really concentrate when I'm gonna breathe and shit.
I feel it.
That was a lot of fun, but I feel like people really feel that one. Like they get really excited with that one, so that was cool.
Lit.
Also, actually, I think my favorite song, I wasn't thinking of it before, was one that we made more recently called "Can't Get Enough." And we performed it at Faded Astronauts show a while back, or like a month ago, something like that. But yeah, I really like that song. It's not out yet, but we will be releasing it.
Okay, you're just giving people sneak peeks and shit, man.
Yeah.
That's tight. So what's the best advice you've been given?
The best advice that I've been given.
Mm-hmm.
Relax. No, I'm just kidding. Like in music specifically, or just like in general?
In life.
Man, so much good advice. Hard to pick one. I guess like that. You have to accept failure. You know what I mean? You can't avoid failure. You can't avoid mistakes as much as you try. And it's something I'm still trying to learn, But that failure is okay. That's how you learn, and that the more you do it, the more you get used to it, the easier it is. I feel like that's definitely
That's a good one.
The best thing, yeah.
Facts, bro. Because everybody thinks everything is just so perfect and done so easily.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I don't know if this is like a hot take or some type of conspiracy shit, but like I feel like the education system, like the way it is that like it like penalizes mistakes so much that it's like you never want to be seen to be saying anything wrong. Yeah. You really don't want to put yourself out there like that. I feel like it definitely discourages like people from wanting to do that because it's like so high stakes from so young. Mm-hmm. I feel like
that's because the school system is really just teaching you how to be a good employee.
A good employee, yeah.
That's
it. Capitalism.
Yeah, nothing else, bro. I mean,
no, like really though.
That's another conversation.
Yeah, it's a big conversation. Yeah.
What's next for Yeti Fetty?
What's
Any
next?
Music on the way, a music video perhaps. Sack bass coming through with something.
It's really the sack bass shit right now.
Okay.
That's really what I've been focusing on because we got we just dropped Lunchbox.
All right.
Go stream that. We just dropped Lunchbox.
Out everywhere on all platforms?
Out everywhere on all platforms,
okay.
including Tidal, which gives the most stream money. Shout out Tidal. I don't have Tidal though, so I listen to everything on Spotify. The evil demon that only gives you a fraction of a penny for every stream. But yeah, so we dropped that, and that's like our teaser. You know what I mean? And the real project is coming out in November.
Okay.
And I actually really can't wait for that to drop because that's basically like the culmination of that's like us saying, okay, we've been working on our shit for years now, and we're ready to put out a project.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So there's songs on there that are old. There's like I think at least one song that's from 2019 or 2018. And then some songs that we made a month ago. So I feel like it'll really show sort of like our proto sound, like what our sound's gonna be.
From the beginning to the now.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Yeah. In terms of me personally, I'm really trying to get up, like I'm trying to make better beats, sell more beats.
You got some merch on the way or what?
Some what?
Merch.
No plans for merch as of yet. I should make some though. Some stickers would be cool.
I mean,
gotta get some art from Wabi. Gotta get him to do me a little character.
I gave you the idea or anything, but
okay.
I would like a percentage.
Oh yeah, I knew it. I knew he was gonna ask for money. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna use your idea on purpose, just so I don't have to pay you anything. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for coming in, G.
Of course.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that sticker shirt shit later.
Oh.
Body percentage for sure.
If I disappear,
it wasn't.
You know what happened.
All right, Yeti Fetty, appreciate you for coming through, my boy.
Oh God.
Bueno.
You're.
That was a good one. That was actually a good one.
Oh, sick. Okay.
I feel like I talked a lot of shit on that one though.
I think I bring that out in people, you know.
You wanna pause and save? I don't know how to do this shit in here.
Studio one.